What up, cats? What up, Chase? It's Rebel Racer, back with another video again. How's everybody doing? Everybody doing alright? Good, good. Let me turn off my rock here. Still see me pretty well? Okay, good. So, for all those who don't know, I was at the hospital yesterday to have them looking to my stomach. They went in down my throat and checked everything out. Everything came out okay. So that's a good thing. Um, no ulcers or anything like that. They're gonna have to do some more tests to figure out what's giving me these stomach pains I've been having, but at least it's not an ulcer, so that's something that's good. Yeah, they put me out. They did their thing. When I woke up again, I was back in the room I've been in. So, all in all, it was good. Also, um, Ben was asked last night if I was single. For those of you who know, yes, I am. I guess he asked me because he saw my video on relationships, and he said that I seem real knowledgeable. Did I have a girlfriend? And I said no. He's like, so you're single? I was like, yeah. And he's like, well, and I said, well, dude, I've had relationships, so I know how to handle this. I mean, I have, I have experience. He asked me that, this is a kid's got to be pretty young. He's got to be, I think he said he was like 15 maybe. He was asking about, this girl that he's been seeing and how she's kind of, to put it nicely, street trash style. Not really a whore or a hooker or anything like that. Just she's kind of trashy. She wears ripped up jeans and she wears like this little really tight crop top and her hair is all braided, and she talks with an accent like that girl from Dr. Phil. He said, the Daniel Rigoli, the Cash Me Outside girl, Bad Baby, whatever you want to call her. She's just all around trashy in a lot of ways, as he said. And this chick is white, which he brought that part out. And I told him that, well, when you two are together, do you get along? And he says, well, we have a few spats here and there, but we usually do. Huh? If you like her, everything's good, keep it that way. I mean, if you like her and she likes you and you two can get along from time to time and you really want to stay together and stay with her, if you don't think it's a good idea, get the hell out. Pretty simple. So, also, I put this in a video, not too long ago. I believe YouTube removed it. So, we'll see if this works out now. I know a lot of us have heard of the BDSM community, and we know that's a lot of sexual things. Well, within that community is what is called DDLG. Stands for Daddy Dom Little Girl. There's also Mommy Dom Little Girl, Daddy Dom Little Boy, Mommy Dom Little Boy. These are people who have a sort of very dominant and submissive relationship. The little is the submissive and the dom is the dominant. However, these relationships are usually of sexual nature, which, believe me, I've read about it and I don't get into that kind of stuff. What I prefer is what is a non-sexual, also age regression type of play known as Caregiver Little. CGLG, Caregiver Little Girl. Okay? The little is usually somebody who is of the age of consent from 18 on up, who at certain times, under periods of great stress or just because they like to, they revert to the age of a childlike state, even sometimes a baby state. And the caregiver, which could either be called daddy or mommy or maybe, babysitter even, or just typical caregiver, looks after the little in the relationship. There is nothing sexual about it. The caregiver is being depended on, which makes that person, which me would be the caregiver, is depended on to take care of the little. So it would be just almost kind of like taking care of a child or a baby, but that person is age regressed or age play. They pick a certain age and they act in that way. For example, if they're 4, maybe 5, they like being with their stuffies and they like coloring books and cartoons and that kind of stuff. And the caregiver looks after them when they're in what is known as little headspace. When they're in big headspace, they're their actual age and they can do all the stuff that they want to do. And in this thing, it's a stress reliever for the little, as well as may relieve the stress on the caregiver, because they're taking care of that one person who is their little, whom they love and care about. In some relationships, the little may also be the boyfriend-girlfriend of the caregiver, but that's mostly in the daddy-dom little girl relationship. That happens more often because it's a sexual thing. With the CGLG, it is non-sexual at all. It is just age regression, age play, and it's mostly a lot because of stress or because the caregiver and the little like it, and it's a cute relationship and it's fun. Now, I know that might seem strange to a lot of you, but I want you to understand, this is who I am. If I lose fans or subscribers because of my strange addiction, or not even my strange addiction, my strange hobby, then you weren't my fans or subscribers to begin with. I am a gracer. Always. For life. Greaser for life. Always. For life. Always. For life. I will always be a greaser. But I have stuff that I'd like to do that's outside the community from time to time. Yes, this is a greaser channel. But people always say they want to know about me. Well, this is me. And understand that none of this is sexual at all. I, at this point, do not have a little of my own. I have some that are my online littles, but I don't have one that lives with me that I take care of. Not to say that if I did have something like that, I wouldn't mind it. You know, maybe it's strange to you. Maybe it is. But to me it's a normal type of thing that I'm into. Hopefully YouTube doesn't remove this video, because I talked about it again, because there's a lot of channels on YouTube that talk about this. If I lose some people because of it, well, that's just the way it is. Hopefully all of you will look deep down inside yourselves and notice that maybe you do some stuff that's not normal either, or not considered normal in this world. But this world isn't normal. Alright. CGLG. Caregiver, little girl. Now, it could also be CGLB, little boy, but I prefer the CGLG, little girl, just because, well, girls are easier to really take care of. They're even really a lot cuter with the little clothes and stuff, pictures I've seen and whatnot. I mean, I'm not saying the little boy ain't cute either, but some people prefer little boys. That doesn't sound right. Some people prefer boys, some people prefer girls. Some people maybe even prefer a trans baby. Somebody who's biologically a boy but it's like a girl, or vice versa. I mean, the world is messed up these days. And this has nothing to do with children. Understand that. This is somebody who is 18 on up, who is a consenting adult, who is also into it. It is never forced on anybody. There's tests on the internet you can take to describe, maybe if you're into that too. Have you ever felt the need that you want to take care of somebody? Somebody that's not really a legal child or something, but somebody that you can look after? Then you may be a caregiver. Or on the other hand, maybe sometimes you feel the stress of life, you just want to go back. You're little. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's age play, age regression, CGLG. That's all. No sexual involvement. If the person reverts back to an infant-like state, and you have to, change them or something, your mindset's not going to be thinking, unless you're a freaking pervert, like, ooh boy, I get to see something. No! You're doing it because they need it, because you are taking care of them. They need that thing. Sometimes they can be a real brat on the outside and complain and act like a child, like, Daddy, I want that, or Mommy, I want that, or, oh, babysitter, please give me that, and if you tell them no, they might, throw a fit or whatnot. But that's just how they're in little headspace. When they go into little headspace, they revert to a younger age than their actual age. It could be a teenager, it could be a small child, it could be an infant, it could be a newborn, it could be anything. It just all depends. Sometimes one day they could be an infant, the next day they could be 17. For all you know, you have to learn about this. Look on the internet, read up on this. I don't really have a whole explanation. I hate reading from script, that's why I didn't write it down. But it's nothing sexual, it is just one of the kinks of today. And it's not really even a kink, I guess it's a hobby, if you will. Something that I would like to do. My online littles, I got 2 right now. Not giving their names, both are girls, and both can be real bratty half the time. One of them, my second one, she's recently new. She just discovered recently that she likes being little. Her stepmother basically hates that, and will not put up with her, and her dad is never around enough. It's working, so she's online friends with my first little, and she came to me, and I don't talk to her as much because she's not on a lot because she does work. So, even with the coronavirus going around, she still can do her job. So I don't talk to her as much. But when I do talk to her, I ask her how she's doing and make sure she's good. And my first little, too, she can be a brat sometimes. Tell her to go to bed, and then I look up 15 minutes later, she's still up. I told you 15 minutes ago to go to bed. What are you still doing up? That kind of thing. They're depending on you. There's rules. You go to bed at this time. You take a nap at this time. You eat all your food. You do what you're told. Just like a child. When a parent tells you to do something, or babysitter, you do it. Anyways, like I said, if I lose people because of it, so be it. If some people see this video and are more interested, well, look it up on the internet, or you can hit me up, Brandon Branch Miller on Facebook. Hit me up on my messenger if you got some questions, or leave them in the comments down below. Alright, that's it for today's video. So until next time, same greaser channel. Stay greasy cats, stay sexy chicks, be cool, and as always, keep it rockabilly. This is Rebel Greaser, over and out.